What do we want? Hazard pay. What do you want it? Now. Who's got fits in here? What do you want? Hazard pay. What do you want it? Now.
My name is Michael Ashley. I work at a Division 6 for AC Transit. We're out here basically, like I said, because we feel that we deserve our hazard pay. We've been out here ever since this pandemic started. You know, when at first only a certain amount of people were allowed on the bus, and then while the pandemic was still going on, we were told that we had to go back to loading the buses to full capacity. And we put ourselves out here on the front line day in and day out, and we feel like we should be compensated for that in some way, shape, or form. You know, I mean, and I'll be honest, I was actually out on disability for some of it, but there are workers who have been here every day, and they've been out here tolling the line. And they deserve to be compensated for that. They deserve to be compensated for stepping out here in this dangerous time.
Good afternoon, everybody. I write a speech, so I'm going to go with my heart like I usually do. My name is Josette Aurelia Moss. I'm the Financial Secretary Treasurer of ATU Local 192. I'm here with the President and the 2 Assistant Business Agents for Transportation and Maintenance. I started 19 years ago as a service employee. Brother Troy, I know exactly what you're talking about. Laid off, janitor, laid off again, paratransit driver, and like the song says, started from the bottom, now I'm here. I was in every single department at AC Transit, okay? Maintenance, materials, clerical, and transportation. That's why I know the struggle. The issue that I'm having is in negotiations when we had our last leadership, we asked for hazard pay. We were in negotiations at the time we asked for it. And the district turned it down. They didn't even want to hear, see, nothing. So the reason I'm bringing that up is because when your leadership tells the ATU, our members, to stand behind us, that's what I expect. Okay? We will not have this problem now if our members stood behind the leadership back then in 2020. Okay? That's the history. That's what I have because of Yvonne Williams, because of Joyce Willis, because of Danny Marshall, because of Kennard Plummer, Eric Darby, people, Bill McComb, Jim Gardner, all these people before me gave me the knowledge. And that's what I give to my members. So we're here representing transportation, maintenance, materials, and clerical. The operators are out there every single day dealing with what? The public. The public. My maintenance workers cleaning the bathrooms. They're making them spray the bathroom, spray the building. No extra money. The service employees doing extra duties, not getting compensated. My clerical workers, they have to go to work every day while management stays at home sitting on their ass. And I don't appreciate it. Okay? My materials department, they're over here bringing in the gloves, the PPE. They're going in every single day. That's my members, who I represent. So I take it personal. Yes, I do. And I'm demanding for hazard pay. We're demanding for hazard pay. My members are demanding for hazard pay. But I also want to say, the part where I'm going to go there is with this. I have lost too many active members due to COVID. One, my brother that I worked with at Division 6 as a service employee, 44 years old, just passed away in July. And I was the first person that his fiance called to ask for guidance. Was me. So I helped her. I'm the one getting the calls, telling them, call the district. They're calling me, why? Because the district doesn't answer the phone. The district doesn't check emails, but you guys are all working at home, keeping your same rate of pay, got your kids at your house, but you can't even sit up here and call somebody who lost their significant other. I got a problem with that. Okay? And then, to add insult to injury, my union brother caught it on the job with the person he was working with. Okay? These are the calls I get. This is the behind the scenes I deal with every single day. And then, because I always go above and beyond, I give them the knowledge about the contract language, how the leadership got our members more money for life insurance. Because why? No guidance, no direction from the district. Letting them know, you get more money now if they're active. And they want to fight that. Everything's a fight. So I'm just saying that I know my members deserve hazard pay. I need my members to know, I know your worth. We know your worth. But you gotta believe in us, and whatever we ask, please stand behind us. Okay? Thank you. I love everybody. Call me if you need me. My cell phone number is 925-698-2408. Okay? Because I work 24/7 for you. Thank you. I love you.
My name is Michael Burnett, Division 2 operator for AC Transit. I'm here to just support my brothers and sisters and just to let them know that, you know, we're here because of hazardous pay. Whenever you send people out to work in a hazardous environment, be it violent streets, worldwide pandemics, or whatever, there should follow compensation. And I understand that there's been an allotment for that, so I'm here to just support my brothers and sisters, not only for AC Transit, but all transit agencies, to stand up and let them know, fight back.
I'm Mark Sherman, AC Transit, 22 years. Yeah, I feel the same way, man. We deserve it, man. And the whole through the whole pandemic, you know, not alone with the illness and that, but you know, it's a lot going on in the world right now, you know. So we have to make sure we protect ourselves, and we out here on the front lines, we in the trenches, you know. So, you know, we deserve it. You know?
Every day it must be a danger.
Yeah. Out of 22 years, yeah. So we out here, we stick together out here, but we just know we in solidarity with all the transit agents, but worldwide, man. So, yeah, we deserve it.
Roger Marenko, President, Transport Workers Union, Local 250A.
I'm here to.
What's your name?
My name is Ronald Yassin. I'm here with ATU representing the local for AC Transit in reference to the hazardous pay. Something that shouldn't have gone this far. We're here because of hazardous pay during this pandemic.
And why do you think it's taken this long to get hazard pay?
Well, I have different reasons. Number one, I don't think anyone in management or any other decision makers even use the service that they provide. They don't know what culture we're working in. So that's number one. And number two, I think that they're just not doing the right thing, because it's been a directive to have this done, and they just haven't done the right thing.
Are you a driver?
Yes.
How long have you been driving?
26 years.
And how has the pandemic affected you as a driver? Have you had incidents or people not wearing masks?
First of all, that's a constant. Individuals not maintaining, passengers not maintaining their safety, which in turn is a threat to the driver or everyone else on the bus, and just being in an unknown situation. We don't know what's happening with this. but we're out there. We're dedicated to our job, our families, and ourselves. We're out there. So hazardous pay is something that we're really, really disappointed about that it hasn't come about, but we're really hopeful that it will come about.
My name is Calvin. So I'm out here to support my wife.
What does it feel like in this pandemic for your wife and what she's going through?
Well, I feel like because she drives a bus, she's exposed to not only COVID, but the people of COVID who has COVID, who's wearing masks. So I feel like they deserve the hazard pay.
And how long has she been driving a bus?
She's been driving for 6 years.
She's worried herself about danger?
Yes, exactly. Well, she's worried about not only for her, for ourselves, but for our kids and our grandkids too.
It's frightening.
It is very frightening, but you know, that's part of her job. Go out there every morning to make sure she delivers her customers to and from their destination.
How has your family been affected?
Excuse me?
How's your family been affected by the pandemic?
Well, because of the job situation, you know, since the pandemic, there's not a lot of our kids can have full-time jobs. They can't go to school full-time, so, you know, it has affected us emotionally and financially as well.
For hazard pay, for all our transit workers and service workers and everyone else here, it's been long overdue.
They have the money apparently. Why aren't they paying it out?
That's a big $1,000 question. I wish I knew.
What are the conditions you have to deal with as a transit worker?
We have to deal with people, you know, all day.
Just change the name.
You know, we're enclosed with everybody. We don't have filtration like most, like hospitals and other buildings and stuff like that. So, give us hazard pay. I mean, you got grocery stores and other places that get hazard pay. Why are we on the last one on the totem pole?
How long you worked for the agency?
I've been here 10 years now.
And you were there during the strike they had? You had a strike?
Yes.
What happened in that?
It never went through. It never went through.
Well, they were talking here about a general strike.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Well, hopefully it doesn't boils down to that, but sometimes, you know, when you strike, you usually get people that's up there, get their attention.
Money.
Get their attention for real. But hopefully we get their attention today.
I'm here in support.
What's your name?
Carlos. I'm here in support of the ATU rally for hazard pay, so just supporting the troops, you know, so people, we get some people out here to help us pressure the employer so we can get paid.
Okay, thank you.
I'm Jiminette James. I'm Division 6 Shop Steward at AC Transit, ATU Local 192. I'm also a bus operator, going on 10 years. We are out here today fighting and demanding hazard pay for the members and all the transit agencies in the Bay Area. We are fighting for hazard pay. We deserve it. We demand it. We work hard for it. Not only are we asking for it just because of the conditions, but we are definitely been working and keeping this county and city moving in a hazardous situation. This is a pandemic no one was prepared for. No one has worked through it, has been through it. And as a frontline worker, along with my other members, we have been showing up to do our job and stand for our community, for our passengers, for our ridership and all. I mean, this is a scary situation that we are in today. And they say there's no compensation that the employer can give us, but out the kindness of their heart and the due diligence, it will help. It will not fix the problem, but it will help in aiding us as we continue to put our lives and our family lives and our community lives on the front line out here.
And many of the drivers have said they're worried about getting COVID. They don't have proper, do you have proper protection? And also you're concerned that you have about your family, bring it back to your family?
Even with the proper protection, yes. They do provide PPE. We will masks, hand sanitizer, gloves, and what they do, but the sad and scary part of catching or contracting COVID lies deeper than that. It lies deeper than the PPE. It's that we're definitely out here these long hours. We're out here, and not only that, is even as a transit driver, a transit worker, I protect myself, but we have those who believe in that they don't have to wear a mask. We have those who have been inconsiderate and still want to come within 6 feet of you, and and can possibly transfer it over to you, because a lot of people is uneducated about the whole disease. We're all learning, so it's possible we all can catch it. That's no doubt. We can catch it some kind of way. We can catch it in the grocery store. We can catch it. We have to protect ourselves. So, but by coming out here, and this is why we fight so hard for the hazard pay, because hazard pay is what? Working in a hazardous conditions. And right now we're working under one of the most extreme hazardous conditions this world has been hit with.
Transport Workers Union is teaming up with ATU. It's TWU and ATU teaming up together in order to fight for hazard pay. Hazard pay does not pertain to one particular organization or union or transportation agency. It pertains to all public transit operators. So that's the reason why we're out here in support.
And this hazard pay, what do you think about that? I mean, as far as workers compensating for workers who are in danger of getting injured.
Say it again?
Compensation for hazard, for the COVID. How has the COVID affected your members?
It's been absolutely terrible. A lot of our members have seen an increase, a spike in operators being assaulted, in whether it's assaults that are physical, verbal, emotional, spiritual, whatever the case may be. Assaults have gone up, and the transit operators, remember this, the transit operators are the face of whatever public transportation entity you're dealing with. And so the operators, are the ones that are always going to be the brunt of the negativity. They're the ones that are always going to suffer the assaults.
Have your members been assaulted?
Say it again?
Have your members been assaulted?
Yes, our members have been assaulted, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hence the reason why we're out here, because we are the ones that have been putting our names, our faces, our lives, our health, our safety at risk during the pandemic, and it's time for us to be recognized, and the only way to be recognized is through hazard pay recognition. We're not here looking for words, we're not here looking for a thank you, we're not here looking for a handshake. We're demanding hazard pay now.
And do you think transit workers around the country should unite together in action all over the country? Transit workers together nationally should organize?
Absolutely. That right there is essentially the ultimate goal, is to get all transit operators on one page. Not just citywide or Bay Area wide or statewide, but nationally, absolutely.
And there's another pandemic coming or another variant coming. Are you concerned about it for your members, this new COVID panic?
Absolutely, and we believe that it's going to get even worse than what it is at this moment, as you are already seeing with this, what's it called, the Omicron new strain or whatever, and it's going to continue getting worse. And if we don't call attention to it now, then we're going to continue getting screwed over and being assaulted.
And public workers, are they under attack?
All public workers are under attack, whether it's the threat of deunionization or whatever, privatization, etc. We're constantly under the threat of attack, and that's another reason why we're out here.
Okay, thank you. What's your name? Introduce yourself.
I'm the new guy, as you can tell.
Very new.
What are we doing here, y'all? I did this once before, and I was good enough to be here again, but it just feels like we back in Montgomery for the bus boycott. For what? For hazard pay? I've been at work for the entire pandemic. I'm a service worker. I'm the guy that cleans the buses after everybody here goes home. I'm the guy.
I got it right this time.
He got it right, y'all. They told me to write something, but I'm gonna read what I wrote, but at the same time, it just feels unreal to be up here asking AC Transit even before they got the money, I didn't even know they received all the money. I'm hearing this now. This is news to me. So this ain't even about the money. It's just the morale for me. To be up here asking these people who work at home. I had an interview the other day, and the HR lady was at home. The baby was in the background crying. They've been at home the entire pandemic. And I've been out here cleaning these buses, going home to my kids, my family sitting over here, worrying every night when I get home, am I going to take something home to my family to get them sick? It's bad enough the hazard that operators deal with on a daily basis, let alone us as service workers. Y'all can't imagine the things I've seen on the bus. It's the bus, y'all. It's public transportation. When I was a kid, I did some things on the bus, but nothing like what I've seen cleaning the bus. I may have broken a window, did some graffiti, said something I wasn't supposed to, because of course my mama wasn't on the bus with me. But cleaning the buses, y'all can't imagine. It's like cleaning in an outbreak. It's like the movie Outbreak. You're scared to touch anything. It's that frightful, you know, and the stress of the daily work that you do, combine that with the COVID, you can't imagine what people go through just to go to work. And to be going to work during the pandemic and then having to beg AC Transit for something that should have just been forthcoming. We shouldn't be here right now. It's Saturday. We should be out doing what we love, enjoying our family. This is Saturday, right? But here we are, Saturday afternoon, asking and begging AC Transit once again for something that should have just been from the heart, a gesture. It's not much, is it? Is it that much? What have we done not to deserve hazard pay? We're frontline workers, we're essential, we're vital. All these different names and tags that they give us, it's like a hashtag, but where's the show and tell? Let me just read something that I wrote. Maybe I can drive the point home to AC Transit. Imagine having to clean up in an outbreak. It's life or death, dealing with bloodborne pathogens, needles, all types of bodily fluids. This is what I deal with, y'all. This is my life. Every day, my worry is that I'm going to bring COVID home to my family, and the stress comes with worrying if I'm going to get poked by a needle, someone's blood got on my clothes, and I just so happen to forget to clean up before I get home. Yes, sir, we hear you. You can't imagine feeling like you could be responsible for someone catching COVID and you being responsible for that person's death or illness, which causes death. There's no amount of money you could put on that. Nothing. There's no amount of money AC Transit can give me that's gonna have me worry-free of that burden. It's just a gesture. If we heroes, give us what we deserve. All the heroes I know are dead. I want to be alive. I want to be able to be alive and enjoy my family, take my kids, and do things that all of us want to do. You know, it's from the heart, really. Give us what we deserve. Pay up now. You guys got the funding, all this relief money y'all got in funding, and we haven't seen any of it. The people that kept AC Transit going, when the world stopped, guess who was still on the road? AC Transit, right? Give us what we deserve. Thank you.
What do we want?